I'd like today to take a look at the second reading, Paul's letter. And what he says in the Christian church we kind of take for granted. And I think sometimes it's a misconception. Paul says the unmarried have a greater chance to dwell on God, to give themselves to God and the things of God, whereas the married person must give themselves to the things of the world and their wife. And history has kind of put their focus on the single, the religious, the clergy, and we don't see too much focus on the married people in the church, yet the laity, the married, make up the bulk of what the church is. For the church encompasses everybody. Even in Genesis, one of the first things that is said is that it's not good that a man should be alone. Christ himself created the sacrament of marriage, a sacrament that embodies the joining of a couple into the love of Christ and the love that signifies with the Holy Trinity. In that sacrament, in marriage, a couple two become one. And it's a different spirituality. Certainly a person not married has the time for prayer, meditation, and all that. But married people, multitudes over the centuries, have not missed out in making their way to heaven. Their spirituality is just as real and efficient in getting them to God. And so to sum up, a single person and a married person all are individually created by God and individually called by God, and everybody has their own path to heaven. The married have their path, which is united with their spouse to lead them to heaven. So we should not take Paul totally as he said it, speaking in his time and his age, and in our own age. It is good for men to be married, but it is good for them to be alone. It is a matter of what God calls them to be.